made it work well enough to move those chains.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Left side into the hands of McBride. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield. When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. That one's out and cut on the right side. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Finds him on the slant. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
He'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Play action now. Murray. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. LeJohntay Westert to return it. And it's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Will one defender fail? Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
First down run, netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Devontae Walker. He's This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be third down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Another carry for him. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line with the defense all over this one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
He steps in and makes the interception. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And they get to him and tackle him on the return, but will this turnover count, partner? Oh no, there's a flag on the play. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. They'll have a new set of downs following that defensive penalty. One drawn up here for Lamar. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Michael Parsons making that play. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. One pass brought in. And he picks up about 6 on the play. Stopped though right near the marker. Didn't get it, third down. That's the end of one here. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. Here's the give on 3rd and short. Tried to get this one outside Brock, but he did not make it. They stopped him right at the line of scrimmage. He's short. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Jackson's going to go on 4th. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
On first down, they'll run. Long gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision now defensively.
Flushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First and 10, Murray. This time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Ravens crowding their passing lanes. They go into the dime for third down. Here he goes, third and long. Escapes the pocket. Second. Oh, he came down out of bounds, so that's just going to be incomplete. The Cardinals out for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Lamar out of the pistol. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back, and he's in for the pick six for Arizona. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Jackson trying to get after the pick. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down. Go right side, and McBride has it. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Here's another for it. This is close, but it looks like they stopped him just short of the goal line. Give him 3 yards, and they're just inches away on third down.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Offense to the line fast. It's a designed run for him. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Cardinals take it. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown.
some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he is going to dive to the turf. What a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it, and that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Here's Lane.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Murray now. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing now is Murray.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
And 7 at the 9-yard line.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
Boy, did they ever. And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge. With the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. his second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Cardinals 7, Ravens nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here's Murray. That's complete to Michael Wilson. Touchdown, Cardinals! Michael Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Ravens nothing.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Murray now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. But you look at this defense. They come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Michael Wilson, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cards have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0.
21. Ravens nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession. but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
At the 42-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Again, Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 30. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boy, a little panic here early. First quarter onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now after the touchdown, Lute back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards to pick up, good enough for an Arizona first.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Vasquez. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vasquez. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Cardinals are able to add on to that lead. Well, they've done a pretty good job keeping him in check to that point, but he finally breaks off a nice run here and gets into the end zone.
And it just takes one, doesn't it, partner? That can undo a lot of good work that a defense has done to that point. You break off one right there, and everything suddenly looks bad for you.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now a handoff up the middle. Minor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Now a give, right side. Minor. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Roman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety rolling into position, almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw is Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Throw left side complete. That's Vasquez. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The tackle by Jordan Fuller. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
We change it. Set up.
Jackson. Now he's going to stop. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. It's Fernandez. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
17 yards.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. 3rd and goal, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Short one here, caught by McBride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. To throw is Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, it's Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Big Ace open. Hey.
Throwing again, Murray.
Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Murray.
Short one here, caught by McBride.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. This is taken at the 18.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Ravens will take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, it's not time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, complete. That's Walker. So the completion good for 7 there. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, Minor.
And he's going to have a Ravens first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Ready?
Up the middle they go. Minor. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Ravens have cut it back within a score.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Ravens 24.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Now they'll go with a reverse.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's Vasquez. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. Play action. Now it's Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked. There goes Green. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold it, maybe force the punt. Instead, they forced the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Second and inches at the 33-yard line.
And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Play fake. Murray.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Down the left sideline.
Well, I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. That run's successful in large part because they had a lot of extra help blocking up front.
Yeah, you've got guys who can do that very, very well. In addition, they can catch the football. So sometimes when they line up with 3 tight ends, it's not necessarily to run it, and that gives you an advantage when you do decide to barrel off the line of scrimmage and block people downfield.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Cardinals 31.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vasquez. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That is caught. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 58 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Jackson's pass intercepted. Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll start out here with a jet sweep.
A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line.
And goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
45. Ravens 38.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
At the 39-yard line.
Now Jackson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now it's Jackson. The 20. 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Yeah.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Vasquez. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Murray now going to do it himself. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He tried to do it himself but couldn't find his way to the marker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Minor. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what?
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Cardinals going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Murray. He's going to let it fly.
That is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Here's 1st down.
And the Cardinals, 1st down.
And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10.
Murray to throw. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Here's 3rd down at 5. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
A short one here, caught by McBride.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
To throw is Murray. And he set up the screen. That's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw. Murray now going to do it himself. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition, work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Now Murray's got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself. He's got his receiver, Lane.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So for the Ravens,
it's a rare win, just their 2nd in these first 8 games.
And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
What defines my name? What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name? NAS. What defines my name?
Name existed forever, means victory, helper. Whole name means protector, shortened it by 2 letters, without the IR at the end. The reincarnated Gil Scott living in the again. The World Cup in Moscow with a blonde who's a 10. Pen when I speak is like a lottery win. Quote my total, multi-mogul. So fly out to walk in any spot, every be soaking. From a time when was stronger, today's streets are calmer. They used to kill for shade sneaks and bombers. My name existed forever. Before Christians came in America, even better. With click sounds in their mouths was language for humans. With stick figures and K's, my name's written fluid. Nasty like way before even Rome had a sewage. For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition of my name, the truest. I shock them like real prop. Creep with baddies in sequence, dresses with high strung. Fresh off the jet, you can see my vision where I've come. How much time y'all got? Yo, Preem, let's drop something.
What defines my name? What defines my name?